I've got something for you today. This right here is a Unbreakable survival shovel. So we're going to be seeing if we can break it, basically. Let's see, it's got a shovel, hammer, knife, saw, and a hoe, apparently. Comes in this little baggie. There's the knife right there. Oh, and looks like the saw as well. Oh, it's also got a screwdriver and some little pin thing that I don't know about. And then it's also got a glass breaker on the back. So, alright, looking pretty good. This is more than I thought. Oh, it's also got another saw here. Okay. It also has a bottle cap opener and some hex bolt heads, I guess what you'd call them. Okay, so here it is fully assembled. After kind of looking at it, it does seem like it's fairly sturdy. Comes with a little pouch right here to protect the shovel. Comes with a carrying pouch to hold all your stuff inside. Comes with this blade, a saw on the back, and a knife on the front. Also comes with like a little screwdriver you guys can put in here. Wow, and it's got a whistle. It comes with a, I don't know exactly what this is. I thought it was maybe flint and steel, but I'm not sure what it is. It's basically just screws in right there. So I figured I'd give you guys a little bit of a close-up. So here is the screwdriver that it comes with. It's a Phillips and a flathead. This is the knife that comes with it. It's got a can opener right here, a blade, and then a little saw at the top, so we'll be testing all those. Here is the shovel. It's got a little saw at the top as well as another can opener. Doesn't seem like it's very sharpened, but it's probably good enough for a shovel, I imagine. So this unscrews right here, and then this is what allows you to flip it into a hoe, like that. It's also got some bolt wrench holes right here, I guess. I don't know if you were out in the survival wilderness if you'd need those, but I guess they're there if you want to put this in your truck or something. Once you take the back of it off, you are left with a glass breaker right here on the back. It's also got a little hole for your lanyard, and then up here is where I think the flint and steel goes. Oh, it's actually where this goes. This is the screwdriver. So this, I guess that just kind of sits in there like that. That's a little hard to get in and out, honestly. It's pretty tight. But I guess in some cases that's probably better that way. On the back, if you take the handle off here with the glass breaker, you are left with the flint and steel. I believe that's what that little rod is. So here is the flint and steel. Also, the knife does attach into one of the handles, and then everything gets put together, so it's all stored away inside the shovel. Let's test this out. Yeah, not bad. I guess that would work. Okay, so for our first test, I'm just going to be doing a couple tests on this 4x4 here, trying to see if I can saw through it with the back of the blade, as well as the side of the shovel. Which, honestly, I feel like the shovel's probably got a better blade than the actual knife. So here's the knife, the back of the knife. We're just going to see if I can saw through this as much as possible. Does it work? Technically, is it good? Not really. But I guess... Oh, okay. That literally just popped out. Just like that. I mean, how long was I using it for? Unbreakable? What are you talking about, dude? Well, that's garbage, to be honest. So after looking at this, it looks like just the whole metal thing popped out. What would make this a better design is if they put a pin through this aluminum here, all the way through the blade, to keep it from popping out like that. But so far that's not looking too good, because Unbreakable, it's already broken. I mean, I guess you technically could fix that, but I mean, if you're out in the middle of nowhere and this was the only thing you had, that's gonna make your day not that good. So now I'm gonna see if this can chop some wood, if you need to chop some tree down or something with a little rock. So let's try this. Yeah, so far what I'm noticing is this is loosening as I'm hitting it. Okay. I mean, I guess it kind of works, but obviously that pin design is garbage, so I would say no-go for the knife. It's not that sharp, it doesn't really cut, and it already broke. Okay, so the next part we're going to be testing is the shovel, the spade end. We're going to be testing to see if the saw works, and I'm also going to see, it doesn't really say this, but I'm going to try it as an axe since it's unbreakable, even though it broke already. And then we'll see what happens. So let's try the saw first. Okay, so it does saw, but since the spade bit is bent, you can't really go that deep without binding the saw in between the wood. So if you go any deeper than this, which I'm like maybe a ½ inch or something, maybe 3/4 inch down, you're gonna start running into binding the saw right here. So that doesn't really work. Hopefully it does better as a shovel. So now we'll just see if it works as an axe. Since that's really the only thing you have to chop down a tree at this point, because the saw here doesn't work, the knife broke, so now we'll see if it works as an axe. Is it working? Not really. I don't think this is sharp enough, honestly, to become an axe. I mean, if you were in dire need of chopping down a tree, I guess, but I think this is more useful as a shovel, so you wouldn't want to break it. You probably would rather use it for digging holes rather than chopping down a tree. So actually, so far, it has held up fairly well, even to smacking it like an axe. It is still pretty sturdy. A couple things I don't quite understand is the hex head at the top. Don't really know when you would use that. The next thing I don't understand necessarily is this. I mean, even if your car was like sinking, you know, are you really gonna hurry and get this out of your bag and put the handle together and then break the glass? Maybe. I guess if you had it already set up and you saw somebody else crash, you could run over there and hit their window. But I have a hard time thinking this is gonna be that useful, unless you guys can tell me different. And same thing with these hex heads. And then also the saw blade, what's the point of only being able to saw down ½ inch? So we are indeed outside. I am gonna just test this real fast. It is dark, so hopefully you guys can see. But I'm just gonna test it to see if it actually works as a shovel. Yeah, so far that's not too bad. It is kind of like loosening up. So when you go to like kick it and stuff, it doesn't really stay in the position you want it to. Now we can try it as a hoe. I will say it doesn't work super good as a hoe. I feel like there's not enough weight to the front or something. It just like bounces back out of the hole. Oh wow. Look at that. It's completely bent sideways. Unbreakable. Does it dig? Technically? Is it gonna last long in a survival situation? Absolutely not. Well, there you guys have it. It is completely bent. This is wobbly as ever. Oh my heck, and it's even bent. The spade is actually even bent slightly this way. A little hard to tell, but you can tell that the spade is definitely bent. Did it break? No. Is it garbage? Yeah. So anyway, my last test I was going to see if it could hold up. I was going to say abuse, but that was actually normal use. Maybe not the axe for sure, but my last test was going to see if I could just bend it in half. But you can see right there that this is wobbly as ever, and it could be tightened, but it constantly comes undone. So let's just see if we can finish this off. Let's see if I can. Great job! Well, I weigh 125 pounds. I don't have enough force to break it myself. Just want to see the durability real quick of the bag. Yeah. Not even. Nothing to it. Okay, this one's got some more strength to it. It's good. Velcro. Velcro. Garbage. Other Velcro. Garbage. That one's okay. Well, there you guys have it. Unbreakable shovel? Absolutely not. If I were to rate this product, maybe a 1. The reason why I'd want to give it a 1 is because it was decent as a shovel, which is what it was intended to do. But with the knife, like everything else, this would be a better beating stick for like an animal, trying to get an animal away from you, than it is as a hoe, as a knife, as a saw, anything else. Like shovel's probably the better one out of the things that I can do. And then I would say number 2 would be a beating stick for self-defense or something, because everything else just did not work that good. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you like the video down below and let me know if you guys have any questions or comments. Also, don't forget that there is a Google form link down in the description that you guys can fill out for any products that you guys want to see on the channel. Anyway, that's all I have for you guys today. I'll talk to you guys later.